for our first full free day. Not even a free day, we're doing something, but in St. Petersburg. Katie just finished booking a trip to Vegas because apparently we're on a trip, it's not enough travel.
Oh, I think it's taken.
Anyhow, both of us were a little foggy this morning because the time change is still kind of messing with us a little bit. But we had breakfast, now we're heading to the center of St. Petersburg and we have a tour with free tours of St. Petersburg. So keep posted on how that is, and then after that we're going to St. Isaac's Cathedral and we're going to get the best view of the city.
And probably eat more shawarma.
Yeah, we've been all about the shawarma here so far. It's been nice, easy, quick eats.
Yeah.
That's all we got for today. We're gonna call Yandex cab and head into the town because we're a little bit running late, but we should be okay. We've arrived where our tour starts. That's pretty incredible. That's where we meet, the tower. And there's the Hermitage, or the Winter Palace. Pretty beautiful. Where are we, Katie?
St. Petersburg?
Okay, whoa, light.
Ah!
We just finished our walking tour and we're going to tell you a little bit more about it every day this week because we actually visit a lot of the sites again and go inside each of them, but it was awesome. We went through free tours St. Petersburg and our guide was so fun, like just so quirky and real. Like it wasn't like...
I think that's the best travel hack is book the free tours. They operate on tips, so even for the tip and you tip them well, you're still saving a ton of money.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's way, way cheaper. And yeah, no, it's good value, really good tour. Covered all the main sites
here too, because if they weren't good, they wouldn't be able to live off tips. Like they have to be really knowledgeable, otherwise they wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to survive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we just went to this place called Vern, was it? Vern Cafe. It's by St. Isaac's Cathedral. Amazing coffee, really good. Had a good sandwich and dessert. Katie wanted desserts, so we had some treats. There's lots of treats here. Russians like their sweets. And now we're heading back to St. Isaac's because we're going up top to get the best view in all of St. Petersburg. And we're bringing you along. You're going to see it. Travel hack, best view in St. Petersburg. You heard it here first.
Well, I don't think we said it first.
St. Isaac's Cathedral. No, yeah, it's not a cathedral. It's not Catholic. It is Orthodox. Yeah, but I believe it's Orthodox. This is St. Isaac's Cathedral. This is a Catholic cathedral. Can't seem to get this right.
It's Greek Orthodox.
It's Greek
Orthodox. And the man who
Orthodox.
designed it isn't very clear because he was Catholic.
Right.
Yeah.
But this is the 4th largest in Europe, I think it was, because number 1 is St. Peter's Basilica. What was number 2?
Number 2 was in London.
St. Paul's.
St. Paul's, and number 3 was in Florence, or vice versa.
And number 3 is Florence, correct.
Yeah, correct.
Good job, Katie.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're starting our visit, and you can choose to go up the colonnade, just at the top, or you can do the museum first. We're going up top first, in case it's really busy. Also, we pre-bought our tickets, which is great. The problem with pre-buying them is that we didn't really skip the line. We still had to wait to print them. So it was a little quicker, but you don't really need to pre-buy it. Just use the automated machines instead of going to the ticket desk, because that's where people will get the free tickets if you're a student. Whereas obviously we're not eligible for that. There's no point waiting behind those people. Downstairs.
So crowded.
Up we go. We have made it to the top, and out here you can see Church of the Spilled Blood, and then the Hermitage, and then the Peter and Paul Fortress. That's the cathedral. And that's the water there, which leads out to where the cruise ships come in the Baltic Sea out there. This is the highest peak in all of St. Petersburg where you get the best view for an actual viewpoint that the public can go to. Thoughts so far?
It's really nice. Save this for a day that's nice. Don't pre-buy your tickets for a day. You just buy them in general. So yeah, go when it's sunny. This would be so nice in the rain.
very true. Big plus would be a nice day. If it's a crummy day, you don't want to bother because it's just, you won't be able to see anything.
Yeah, whereas this is really nice. You
Oh,
can
it's
see
beautiful.
so far.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You can get a good vista of like the whole city, get perspectives for where everything is. Very cool. Especially with that lifeboat there. That's the best part. I get the view. Sweet industrial park. It's really steep on camera. So a visit to the dome and to the cathedral is like $10 a person, like nothing much. It's like a really inexpensive visit. And that's the only place you're gonna get that kind of view here in the city, so that alone is worth it. And then the inside of the cathedral is amazing, which is where we're heading next. You'll just get a little dizzy on the way down. Absolutely beautiful. You sort of get that perspective of St. Paul's Cathedral in the Vatican. Not quite the same size, but it's absolutely stunning, all the architecture inside here. Thoughts so far?
It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's very.
It like hurts your neck looking up.
It's very big and detailed and colorful.
Personal pet peeve: tourists that don't know their own personal space. They're like right here, like in on you. It's like you don't need to be that close.
I think people just think everyone's trying to steal their spot in line, but no one is.
There's lots of space inside here. It looks really busy out front. You'll see a ton of tourist buses. It's actually not too bad. It's pretty big in here. But just ideally probably start with the up top because we don't, that's the one place you wouldn't want to be packed because that is kind of.
Just take a look when you come in if it looks jam-packed, maybe wait because it can change in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, you're just kind of trying to beat the tour buses and they don't come in here for very long anyways.
Yeah.
Stunning though.
One big difference that I see in this Russian Orthodox church is there's a lot of representation of bones and like skull, and that's something I've never seen before in any other cathedral, so I wonder if that's a big difference that in Catholicism they go to the tomb, it's empty. Here it looks like bone. So I'm curious if anyone knows, please comment below so we can learn something new.
Fun facts? Not quite. Fun questions with Katie.
Inquisitive questions.
Inquiring with Katie.
Yeah.
These columns here out front of St. Isaac's are all one solid piece of marble. It took them 2 years to bring them here.
And 45 minutes to put them up.
Yeah, so they basically just had scaffolding around them and then ropes, and then they brought them up in 45 minutes. So 2 years worth of hauling them over here, and 45 minutes later, they're all up. The view of St. Isaac's from down the street. And they actually had the gold all covered in mercury, but then when it was really hot, the mercury evaporated, I guess, revealing the gold, but then a lot of people died from mercury poisoning because it all evaporated in the air and everyone breathed it in. Fun facts.
It's not fun.
Not fun, but facts. Hi, friends. Oh, it's on her leg. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh. Friends are very daring here. Look. It is the evening now. We came back and went for a little bit of a workout.
Awake.
She did. Went for a workout, and now what are we going to have?
I don't know.
Pies of some sort.
It's like bread
Fried
with stuff
pies.
inside.
Looking forward to it. It's just down the street from our hotel, so we're gonna go grab that, bring you along with, and then probably just relax this evening because it's been a long day and we got an early morning tomorrow. We're going to we're going to Catherine Palace. I keep wanting to say Saint. Catherine the Great. Okay, so we decided to start with some borscht. This probably isn't the best place to get it, but we got some borscht, and then we've had these eggplant rolls pretty much everywhere, well, both nights so far, so another variation of eggplant roll. Okay, Okay, and here's dinner. So these are like turnovers, and they're fried, and they're stuffed full of things. Like hers is, yeah, they got tomato sauce. And hers is, what do you have? She's got chicken and mushroom, was it, and cheese? And then I've got a couple of different meats in them. And this is dinner. Fried. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe up here. Check out our most recent other videos over here. Or subscribe to our other channel over here.